The following is a Just Green production brought to you by the Might Be News Network.
Hello, everyone. It's the week of December 17th, 2018. My name is Taylor Cooper, and this might be news to you. And it's the mid-season finale. Oh, shoot. It's the beginning. It's here. The mid-season finale week at the Might Be News Network. With me, as always, co-host Kev. What up, Kev?
What up?
What up, co-host Danny?
What's up?
Wow. 17 weeks in the making.
17
weeks. It's Monday.
It's been 17 weeks of new and just so many shows to listen to.
So many shows. It's everywhere. We've been adding shows. Last week we had Might Be Brews, a new episode. This week we got new Novak and Franz, along with our regular shows, Might Be News, Relatable Radio, Might Be Sports. It's a big deal.
So for the Novak and Franz show, I feel like we have to go to Bam's party and record at Bam's party. I mean,
No.
I feel like we just have to.
Yeah, that whole shit was really, really crazy. We already recorded the episode, and we did it during that party, not at that party.
Oh, the party already happened?
Yeah, the party already happened.
I thought it was this weekend for some reason.
No. It was in this time-space continuum. It was Thursday. It was last Thursday.
Yesterday, okay. Okay.
Anyway, so but yeah, we've had a great 17 weeks. It's been a ton of fun. I'm excited for a nice little holiday break. I don't know about you guys.
Yeah, it'll be nice.
It'll be nice. Just, no schedule for a couple weeks. Just spend time with your families, and all that stuff. It's gonna be a nice little time off.
Yeah, we've been really busy lately with the holidays, so
Yeah.
it's well deserved.
Yeah. And, we got a lot of things to look forward to in 2019, working on some things like I announced last week on Relatable Radio, in case people missed it.
A new show.
So we're looking at doing kind of our version of kind of like a tiny desk NPR thing.
Neat idea.
So it's going to be called Might Be Tunes. And our buddies at the Manipulators, the band, invited us over into their recording area. And we're going to have some bands. We're going to have some artists. We're going to have some things going on there occasionally. And we're going to record it and do it up. I think it's going to be great.
Yeah, it'll be a lot of fun to listen to.
Yeah. It's definitely not going to be like a weekly thing. We're just going to do it whenever. And I think it's going to be a lot of fun. We're working on our first one. And then we're going to be working on our first couple after that. And then you'll hear it. It'll be there. Along with the return of all the other great shows that we've got started.
We'll be taking like 9 weeks off? 10?
We'll take about 2 months off, and we'll come back fresh. No, we'll be back like second or third week of January. Like, we're coming right back.
Yeah.
But anyway, so let's get to it. We got a lot to get to tonight. A lot of good points and reviews and things. First, here's to the good news.
Hey, did you hear the news?
This better be good.
You want the good news or the bad news?
Give me the good stuff.
Danny, week 17, what do you got?
All right, so it is, I'd say, 11 days till Christmas. So we see a lot of these stories going around about the Secret Santas.
Dude, I'm sorry to interrupt, but this year flew by so fast.
It did.
Yeah, it did.
Oh my gosh.
Christmas came quick.
Yeah.
Really quick.
It's wild. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're fine. So we see a lot of stories about the Secret Santas paying off the layaways at Walmart. I had one of them, like, good news story last week. Another one struck. This one struck the Atlanta metro area. This one was Tyler Perry. And Tyler Perry paid off $432,635 worth of layaways.
So awesome.
That is great.
And he wanted to remain anonymous, but somehow it got out that it was him. And he said, I know it's a hard time and a lot of people are struggling, and I'm just really, really grateful to be able to be in the position that I am to help other people. So he paid off $432,635 worth of layaways.
Wow.
Incredible.
Awesome.
Wow.
My next story is coming out of Chicago. I'll read the story to you real quick. For the past 12 years, Jasmine Ford has had to hustle for everything in her life. She said, gratitude is what gets me through. So this is a 30-year-old lady from Chicago. She's going to school to be a nurse, and she ended up accruing $150,000 worth of student loans. $150,000. Single mom. She's going to school and working 2 jobs just to make ends meet, and is still having trouble paying all her bills. There was a bank that stepped forward and decided they were going to pay off 100% of her student loans for Christmas.
Wow.
They just picked her. It's the Fifth Third Bank. It's the name of the bank. Fifth Third Bank in Chicago. So they surprised her this holiday season and decided to pay off $150,000 of her student loan.
Wow.
And my last story, I had a good news story similar to this earlier this season or last season, but it turns out the Apple Watch has saved another life. So there is this 46-year-old communications consultant from Richmond, Virginia, who does Taekwondo with his family 3 times a week, bikes, skis frequently, and has had no history of health problems. He updated his phone with the new Apple Watch, and there's a new feature on the Apple Watch where it can take an ECG of your heart, and it can tell your heart rhythm, if you're in AFib, and all that kind of stuff. Updated his phone, put the Apple Watch on his wrist, and he ended up getting an alert saying, you are in AFib, which is a heart attack, basically. So he said, I'm a healthy guy. There's nothing wrong. He decided to take the watch off, go to sleep, and didn't think anything of it. The next day, he put the watch back on. Once again, the watch started going back into alarm, saying that he was in AFib. So he shut everything down and turned it back on and tried again with the same results. This time, he asked his wife to put the watch on, and his wife came back with a normal heart rate. So he decided, despite having all these meetings that day, he was going to go to the hospital just to be safe and have everything checked out. He got into the hospital, told everybody what was going on. They kind of thought he was crazy. They hooked him up to the EKG. Dude was in full-blown heart attack.
That's crazy.
Holy shit.
Full-blown heart attack.
Wow.
Went into emergency surgery, and the Apple Watch ended up saving his life. The doctors told him, if you would have ignored this, you probably would have died.
That's nuts.
Crazy shit.
It's really, really wild.
Crazy. Just that one simple thing, and that saved his life. So that's what I got for good news.
Excellent. So, like I was saying, we have a lot to get to. First thing, something very interesting, and there's some buzz going on about this. People are pretty outraged about the possibility of this. In California, Public Utilities Commission, California's Public Utilities Commission is considering a plan that would charge mobile phone users a fee for sending text messages.
I don't understand it.
It's bullshit.
I don't understand it.
Is it going to be one flat fee, like you have to pay for the text message bundle, which includes so many text messages, or is it based per text message?
I don't think they've gotten that far yet.
Okay, so this is just like in the works where somebody said, hey, I have a great idea, and It's really fucking stupid.
They know how popular text messaging is, certainly in comparison to like, voice plans. People don't even pay for voice plans anymore.
No,
it's pretty
who
much
talks on the phone anymore?
It's unlimited. It just comes with it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Back when we were first getting our phones, remember, it was all about the minutes.
Until after
You had to
9
wait.
o'clock
It was the
to make a
minutes.
phone call.
Yeah, exactly. Nights and
Peak
weekends.
hours. Yep.
Nights and weekends.
Yep.
And it was all about the minutes. Amount of minutes and this and that. Nobody was sending texts because it was stupid then. And now
it took forever.
it took forever.
Because if you wanted to send an S, you had to hit the 7 button 4 times.
Until they came out with that, what was it? T9?
Yeah,
Whatever that shit was. You know what I'm talking about?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Now you're walking around with instant messenger in your pocket.
Yeah, basically. It's wild. Anyway.
Well, not only that, but real quick, like I just got the Apple Watch and I've been fooling around with it, and there is a walkie-talkie feature on here. So you
Get
remember,
outta here.
You remember the old Nextel phones? You remember the old Nextel
Yeah,
phones?
yeah.
The direct. It's the same thing, but it's on my Apple Watch.
Show me.
So I just got the watch yesterday, so I haven't really found anybody that I would want to talk to that has the walkie-talkie feature. But that's what everybody's saying. It's like the Nextel, but now it's right on your wrist. It's so crazy.
It's wild. Well, this fee that they're talking about. So everybody's talking about the fee. Nobody's trying to figure out what it's for, I guess. And this interesting article I found on it is it's on the Might Be News Network Facebook page. You should check it out. But there's programs that these telecommunication companies have for low income families that they get products and things for cheaper, and basically they're going to be taxing these everybody's texts so that low income families essentially can send text messages too. It's pretty much what it is. I mean, it's so people can afford phones. So they're basically taking money from this and putting money into their low income family programs, and that's where the fee is going to go. That's what the fee is going to help pay for, is programs that help low income families be able to afford cell phones, be able to afford cell phone plans. That's what this article basically gets at, because a lot of the things that they have in place is all about minutes, and like those were before there was fees on minutes, like we were just talking about,
Right.
and those fees went to those kinds of programs. But now there's not fees for minutes. Nobody's buying minutes, so they're trying to find ways to adapt with the times. You think about it. I don't talk on the phone hardly ever. I talk to Jackie. That's pretty much it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and that's
I talk on the phone a lot.
well, yeah, for work and shit, right?
Dude, I'm driving in my car most of my day. If I'm not talking to a customer, I hit somebody up. I mean, let me talk to somebody before texting somebody. I'm 100% for it.
Yeah,
Dude, it gets the conversation over so much faster.
You'd rather talk than text?
Yeah, absolutely.
See,
Get it out of the way.
Like, if you call me, I'm going to text you back. I don't like talking on the phone.
Well, half the day, that's another reason that I shy towards it, is because half the day I am
You're
in my
driving.
phone and I can't. I can't.
You're driving.
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's safe.
Dude,
I'm proud of you.
no, it's 100% talk before text, but partly because of my job.
If I know it's a serious conversation and it's about to go down, you know what I mean? Absolutely, I'll call. Like if I know that it's more than like a couple sentences, whatever. But otherwise, yeah, I'm texting you.
Yeah.
It's just easier. So I thought that was pretty interesting. And the next thing I wanted to talk about, a few episodes ago, we talked about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominations. Well, the winners, the inductees, have been announced. So I just want to go over this list real quick.
Can we go over? No, never mind. Go ahead. I was going to say I wanted to go over the nominees first to see.
Oh, I don't have that up.
Yeah, I don't have it on me.
The Cure got in, Def Leppard, Janet Jackson, Stevie Nicks, which she became the first female artist to be inducted twice because Fleetwood Mac is in there.
Okay.
So now she's in there as a solo artist as well. Radiohead, Roxy Music, and the Zombies. That's who made it into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame this year. So I'm happy with it. I think it's a good list.
Yeah, it's not bad.
I would like to see Rage Against the Machine.
That's
in
what I was
there.
going to say. Rage. Yeah.
But
I'm glad Radiohead made it in.
I'm glad Radiohead made it in, and I think Radiohead's actually glad that they made it in too. They were acting like it wasn't a big deal, but they apparently were pretty gracious about it and happy about it. So,
yeah.
And they should be. It's a big deal, even if it's just an American thing.
Yeah.
Who fucking cares? It's a high honor.
But Rage, like, isn't this the second or third year Rage has been on?
This was the second year.
Second year, yeah.
Yeah. So third year, hopefully, is the charm for Rage Against the Machine. We'll see. I mean, there's a lot of good bands that haven't made it. So
yeah,
they could be one of them. I don't think so, though. I think they'll get in. I just don't know when. But I'm happy to see. I'm not like a huge Cure fan. I know a few of their songs and they're pretty good. You know, I don't know. Def Leppard. I like Def Leppard. Janet Jackson. That's what's up.
Yeah.
I'm down with Janet Jackson.
My wife's a big fan.
Stevie Nicks. Cool. Radiohead. That's good. I'm not familiar with Roxy Music. And I only know one song by the Zombies, and I like it a lot.
So some of the other ones that were nominated: LL Cool J, MC5, Rage Against the Machine, Rufus featuring Shaka Khan, the Zombies, and Devo.
Okay.
Were some of the other ones.
So that's interesting. I like it. I think it's a good list.
Yeah. I mean, that's a solid list.
Yeah, it's good.
I think there's one or two on there that we didn't have on ours. When we talked about who we would want in.
What?
The list of people that got in.
Oh.
Yeah, there was only like one or two on there that weren't on our original list.
Right.
So
Yeah, I don't know who Roxy Music is.
no.
I don't know who that is. I need to go find out. Because I don't know. I at least am familiar somewhat with the rest of the people that got in there. So I think it's cool. I think that's a cool fact about Stevie Nicks too. She's in there twice, essentially, which is pretty neat. Next thing I want to talk about, it's going to cost $3 billion to clean up the wreckage in the California wildfires, the rubble.
It's nuts.
Entire neighborhoods, entire whole areas just gone.
How are they going to pay for this? Texting people to or texting people to text?
Straight up.
I mean, that's
Bro.
a lot of money
That's
just
a
for
ton of money.
cleanup.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
Yeah.
You think about it.
And that's just cleanup. That's not rebuilding. Like, that's not the money of the insurance
No.
companies have to pay out to rebuild.
No,
That's
That's-
just cleanup.
that's just to get rid of the debris,
That's just to get the bulldozers in there.
and
Yeah.
the bulldozers, and you think about it. That ground is probably just charred.
Yeah.
You know, it's probably got some straight up, crazy landscaping things that needs to get done. Like all kinds of cleanup.
And they're still dealing with shit. They just had a real big system come through that area. And because there are no more trees, there's no more grass or brush, they're dealing with mudslides now that are
Ugh.
just wrecking havoc everywhere.
Yeah. Oh, it's. I mean, you think about some people. I shouldn't think about California. It's paradise. It's like this crazy place. I've never been to California personally, but I'd love to go. Except for the fact that earthquakes, the possibility of
The
an
Redwood
earthquake
Forest was dope.
scares the shit out of me. But
Golden Gate Bridge, like
you've been
you
there?
don't like heights.
Yeah, I don't.
To go, dude, I went over to the Golden Gate Bridge. I believe we went with my family, with my dad on business, and he stayed an extra couple days, and we took a tour of like Fisherman's Wharf and Alcatraz and everything.
That's cool.
We went to the Redwood Forest, dude. We took a bus tour over to a Jeep tour. It was just my family and this guy driving this Jeep over to the Redwood Forest, and we went over the Trestle Bridge. Jesus Christ,
Trestle Bridge is in Downingtown.
the Golden Gate Bridge in a Jeep with its top off.
Oh wow,
Dude, the bridge sways either way in like 15 feet. Like,
Yeah, they made it like that for
dude,
you
it
to
is
win, right?
absolutely ridiculous.
That
over
would
this
that would
thing.
freak me the fuck
Dude,
out,
it is
especially
crazy.
if you're like standing, like if there's a traffic jam
It's
and you're
crazy.
standing still in your car and you're just going back and forth.
No, it's not like a
I know.
It'd be dope if it was. It would just like wind
But
it.
I guarantee you could feel it move.
Dude, it's crazy. It is crazy. It was blast. They had this guy, Bushman. It was right outside of Fisherman's Wharf. He would hold this little branch in front of his face and jump out at people and scare them. It was absolutely ridiculous. And this guy would then walk around with a bucket going, "You think it's funny? Now give me some money. Y'all are standing here watching me." Dude, it is hysterical. It's hysterical.
It sounds like a crazy place, but now it's just like it's natural disaster after natural. I feel like these fires are like a constant thing, at least on the news.
I don't think San Francisco got hit though.
No, I don't think so.
No. I saw a story on Google News. There was this family whose house completely burned down, and it was one of those instances where like they had no time to get out. The fire just it came up and hit them so quick. Their dog ended up running away, and they thought that their dog had perished in the fire. Here, the dog ended up going back to the house that is now completely gone, like just ashes. Waited there for 3.5 weeks for its family to come back. Just chilled outside on the ground where the house was. Like it knew that's where its house was.
That's nuts.
And the family, like when they finally got access back into town, they drove up to see how bad it was, and there was their dog just sitting there waiting for him.
I saw that. That's so crazy.
It is.
Yeah, it's such a great story.
I feel like that's something Finn would do.
Finn would be freaking out, howling at everything. He's a nutcase.
I mean, you lose everything. Everything that you had in your life has now been destroyed, and that's just a small little glimmer of hope. When you go back and see that.
Oh yeah,
that was pretty cool.
That would be if we were in that situation, we got separated from Finn, and we came back to that. That would be like I couldn't imagine that.
No,
Unbelievable. The last thing I wanted to talk about before I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about Christmas coming up. Sesame Street has a new character. Her name is Lily. She's very cute. But their people are hyping her up as the first homeless character on the show. And somebody please correct me if I'm wrong.
she's not.
Oscar the Grouch has lived in a trash can for more than 40 years. I guess that doesn't make him homeless.
Yeah. So like, what
Constitutes
what's the character they were going for with Oscar the Grouch then?
like right? Is it just because he's a grouch? Like, is that a specific like breed of Muppet that just naturally lives in trash cans? But he's the only one that lives in that neighborhood? Suspenseful.
Thanks. That's my text message. Sorry.
Thanks for turning it off.
Yeah.
I got a new phone.
You don't know how to turn it on silent?
No.
Son of a bitch.
I probably could figure it out.
It's
If I-
17
It's a
weeks.
toggle on the side.
We should start keeping score. So you would just keep score of that.
But do your bad points, do they count as a point?
My bad points, Kev.
Yeah.
My bad points, Kev. Jesus Christ. Anyway, so Christmas is this week, and how excited are you guys? Are you more excited to just to have that day, or are you excited to just have it be over?
You want to go first? Or you want me to?
You go first.
All right. So I love Christmas. I am married to Mother Christmas. We live for this time of the year. I mean, I've said it before. We start decorating November 1st. And then all throughout the end of November and December, we're always doing holiday stuff. Tonight we went on the Polar Express train ride with the Strasbourg Railroad. We got to ride the train. They read us the night before Christmas. We got milk and cookies. Everybody wore their pajamas. So we're always doing fun stuff like that. And I love Christmas. Everybody's just in a happy mood. Everybody is just so much full of happiness and love and, getting to see our kids excited Christmas morning. I live for that kind of shit. But it turns out my daughter's the Grinch. And she is on a full-blown mission to destroy Christmas, one Christmas tree at a time. So I am looking forward to Christmas being over so I can take my Christmas tree down. Again, yesterday, she ripped the Christmas tree down.
Is that a third time?
This is the third or fourth time.
Get out of here. I saw the video where she walked over, she grabbed the lights. Somebody said something to her. She turned around.
Yeah, Allison was videotaping.
And she walked away with the lights in hand, and there goes the Christmas tree.
Yep.
Yeah.
So yesterday we're sitting on the couch, and she just walks over to the tree. I'm like, Summer, if you touch that tree, we'll beat your ass. And she turns around and she looks at me, and then she grabs the strand of lights and just goes like this, whoop, and pulls it. And the tree fell down, snapped the top off this time.
Wow.
So right now my tree is anchored to my wall with fishing line, hoping that nothing happens. Like, we don't even have decorations on our tree. You guys will see at our Christmas party, we have no decorations. There's a Christmas tree, there's Christmas lights, and an angel, and that's it.
That's funny.
Because she keeps knocking it over, and she keeps breaking the ornaments.
Yeah.
So we refuse to decorate the tree. The boys are beyond themselves. Like, Christmas is ruined. We got no Christmas tree. And I'm like, listen, there's a Christmas tree. Just not going to decorate it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been
just fucking wait till they find out there's no Santa Claus. Just fucking wait.
You're such an asshole.
Yo, you're talking about Christmas is ruined because there's no ornaments. Just wait till that happens.
My kids are 8 and 6.
Yeah. So you have like another year and a half, maybe. You got to ease them into it.
If it's up to Allison, we got another 5 years.
You got to ease them into it. You know what you got to do? You got
5 years.
You got to start off with something small, like the Tooth Fairy. Like, there's nothing like that. Just, I'm sorry, kid. There's nothing. There's no Tooth Fairy. And then
Start off with something small. What the heck are you talking about?
you
They're going to realize once they find out the Tooth Fairy is not real.
maybe not. Maybe not.
So we made a mistake with the Tooth Fairy.
Yeah.
Landon lost his first tooth, and the Tooth Fairy was a little inebriated that night and ended up leaving him a $10 bill by accident.
Oh,
when
wow.
they thought it was like a 1.
Whoops.
Yeah, that started a bad trend. How many teeth are there in a mouth? But no, I love Christmas. I'm so excited. All of our shopping is done. We're gonna get all of the. Allison and I used to do all the Christmas present wrapping on Christmas Eve. She would get a bottle of wine. I would get a bottle of whiskey, and we would just start drinking like hard. And
Christmas Eve?
Ugh. And it became a disaster because you get to that last present and you can't even fucking stand up or see straight. And you're trying to wrap presents.
Wow.
Yeah.
So this year we're wrapping all of the presents the week before. So we should be good to go.
Nice.
What about you, Kev? Are you pumped up? Or you ready? You just like, all right, word up.
The kids are hype. The kids are super hype.
Yeah.
That makes me hype.
Yeah.
It is nice having the elf around. I mean, as a constant reminder, hey, you need to be good.
Yeah.
But it also goes both ways. Cole brought home his report card tonight, and it was awesome. It was awesome. So he got to go over and tell the elf how good his report card is. I mean, just to see all that little stuff, so much fun. But with all the other stuff, it can get out of here. See you later.
Yeah, see ya.
See ya.
Yeah. Me, I'm really looking forward to spending time with some family. My parents are coming down. My brother Nathan will probably be here, I think, around New Year's, and so I'm excited to take some time off from work. We're off from work the whole time, from like the Christmas Day to the day after New Year's.
Oh, that's got to be nice.
Yeah. So it's nice. We have it shut down, and then we're gonna shut this down too. It's just gonna be
So you got like how many
Just
days
relaxing.
off? Like 9 days.
Yeah, something like that.
Dude, that's great.
I
Yeah.
get 2.
It's really nice.
I get-
Christmas Eve and Christmas Day.
That's
and
what I
then
get.
That's it.
It's really nice. So yeah, it's gonna be great. We're going to a Sixers game in that time. We're gonna do it big. It's gonna be nice. So
First level lifestyle.
yeah.
Nice.
It's a repeat.
Nice.
Yeah, it's gonna be good.
Who are they saying? Or who are they playing?
The Knicks.
Nice. Cool.
Yeah, so it'll be a good game. So I'm excited. And you know, like I said, we're gonna work on demo for the Might Be Tunes. Keep going. After New Year's 2019, it's gonna be a big year for all of us. I think it's gonna be fun. So we're gonna take a break, and then when we do, we're gonna come back and we're gonna do What's the Point, which I have something very upsetting to talk about.
You saving it?
I'm not gonna talk about it right now, but I'm upset by it. Very disappointed, and we're gonna talk about it when we come back.
Hey, this is co-host Dan from Might Be News. Be sure to check out Relatable Radio every Tuesday. Relatable Radio's podcast can be found on SoundCloud, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. Relatable Radio every Tuesday, where it is always ladies' night.
Welcome back to Might Be News, week 17. It's the mid-season finale week. That's what's going on right now. Taking a couple weeks off for the holidays. Real quick before we do What's the Point, can you guys pinpoint in your life the best Christmas present you got as a kid? Is there like one thing that you remember being a kid that you got that like stands out to you that was like, holy shit, I remember that and I was so hyped? Is there anything that you can think of? I know this is like on the fly.
Yeah, as a kid, I mean, I remember as a kid, I always asked Santa for a cat. I don't know why. I was obsessed with cats, but I was obsessed with cats, and I always wanted a cat. Well, my parents decided to get me one year, but it was a stuffed animal. And I fucking loved that stuffed animal when I was a kid.
Yeah.
I loved it. It was the Christmas cat until my mom set it on fire inside the house.
What?
It was sitting on our computer desk, and she had a candle that was lit, and it fell over on top of the candle, and it lit on fire, and I was devastated, and Christmas was ruined. But I mean, my favorite gift, you know, my parents still get me and Allison gifts, and they got us a generator to power our whole house.
Wow.
Nice.
I'm hype about that.
That's
Nice.
huge.
Yeah, it's a 9,000 watt generator. Literally can power everything, all the TVs, the fridge, the air conditioner, the heater. So no matter what time of the year, if we lose power, plug it in, and I am fully up and running. So wasn't when I was a kid, but I'd say that'd be my favorite Christmas present of all time.
Yeah, that's incredible.
Yeah.
How about you? I have. I got nothing right now.
Well, all right. So it's
I
funny.
just can't. I know there's something. I'm sorry to interrupt.
No, it's
but
all right.
I just can't.
No, like as a kid, just think about it. Like all the things that you liked growing up: Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, G.I. Joe, blah blah blah. Like, is there something that sticks out to you? And I'll answer while you think about it. All right. So you brought up a stuffed animal cat. I don't know if you guys remember the wrestling when WWF was huge when we were kids. It was still WWF back then, and Hulk Hogan, obviously Hulkamania. They had those like stuffed animal wrestling dudes that you could like that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, yeah.
You remember
Oh, yeah.
those? I don't remember what they're called. Wrestling buddies or whatever.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. The
were
Hulk
like
Hogan one
pillars.
was like the coolest thing ever.
I had the
Also-
Ultimate Warrior.
Okay. Also, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I got this dog, this stuffed animal dog. They were called the Pooch Patrol. These fucking dogs, and they had like they stood straight up, but like their mouths, they all had like the flaps over their jaws, like dogs do, right? But like you could fold them up so that they'd be mad.
Okay.
Shit,
Yeah,
I
yeah, yeah.
remember
Do you
that.
remember that?
Yes.
You remember that?
Yes.
So I got one. Like I wanted one real bad for Christmas, and it's because what you just said, Danny, reminded me of it.
Yeah.
But I got I wanted a specific one, and I ended up. I guess they didn't have it. My parents got me the poodle version of the fucking Pooch Patrol, but I really didn't care. I thought it was the hardest fucking thing ever, and that was my stuffed animal for like the foreseeable future.
Yeah.
As far as like.
Yeah.
Until I was done with stuffed animals. That was my guy.
Yep.
Pooch. I named it Pooch. But the Christmas present as a kid that I'll never forget was I got the G.I. Joe base. Like the base that like folded out and shit.
That's dope.
It's like before that I used to just like build bases and shit out of like blocks and I didn't know what the fuck to do. And I got that fucking thing. It was the coolest thing ever.
So, did your guys' parents ever like do home videos
Yeah.
Not
of like
really.
Christmas and stuff?
We were like big on pictures.
You have all that stuff still?
All on
Dude,
VHS.
see, I don't have like as like a kid going back that far remembering my Christmas gifts.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember I got them, but I don't remember how hype I was. Like I can't go back and remember it. But when I go back and I watch some of those videos, dude, I'm hype about everything.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean,
Yeah.
It's just the excitement is there. Dude, I was super pumped. And I don't remember it. I just remember from watching it that these fucking Converses, it had to be like 91. These high top Converses, I was so hyped to get. Dude, they were dope.
Yeah.
They were so fly. I'd rock them today.
I used to love the stocking stuffers because my mom is one of those people. She can come up with great gift ideas, and it's just small, stupid stuff, but they make the best presents. So I
Yeah.
always used to love the stocking stuffers.
Yep.
Yeah, I did too. And the reason I asked that question, I don't know. My parents went extremely hard for Christmas. Like they sound like what you guys do for your kids. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Christmas is the one. That's the big gift day.
You'll come around to it. When
Yeah.
you have kids, you'll come around
Oh,
to it.
yeah. I have no doubt. Anyway,
You'll tell your kids that Santa Claus is real.
ugh,
You'll buy them all kinds of stuff and say it's from Santa Claus,
ugh,
and you're gonna enjoy it.
ugh.
Seriously, you will.
I'm sure.
We'll come back. We'll look back at this day, few years
No,
down
you know
the
what?
road.
I know I will. But the whole Santa Claus thing, I don't know. I think I'm gonna do one gift from Santa Claus, but I'm gonna make it a smaller gift, not the biggest one.
Pair of socks.
Yeah, probably stocking stuffers from Santa. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking, that's not the story of Santa.
I don't give a shit what the story of Santa is. Santa's
He doesn't.
not real, Kev.
Santa doesn't come sliding down your fucking chimney to hang a stocking.
Maybe he does, Kev.
No,
maybe
he
the
puts
stocking-
presents under the fucking tree.
Maybe my Santa is different than your Santa.
You just wait till you have little yous running around.
Jesus Christ. Enough with Santa. Here's what's the point.
What's the point? Is there a point to this?
What is your
Are
point?
you just gonna sit there and look stupid?
All right, my point this week, real quick, is that Danny, you posted a poll on Facebook this week
I did.
based on a argument that co-host Kevin and I had last week about quality of French fries specifically between Burger King versus Chick-fil-A. I'm looking at the poll right now.
Give it to me. What are the results? Give it to me.
Well, these aren't even the results. This thing still is up for 4 days. So I still have 4 more days of embarrassment. By the time this show comes out, I will still have 2 more days. So, right now, by the way, Kev, picked Chick-fil-A and I picked Burger King. Right now, 85%
Bullshit.
Chick-fil-A and 15% Burger King. And a shit ton of people that are really mad that those are the only 2 choices because they don't fucking listen to the show and have any idea why. They just see this poll up and they're just like, what the fuck? Where's fucking Five Guys. I'd go with McDonald's, but
How about you go listen to the show?
we were like explaining it to them, and I'm just like, yo, just calm down. Like, it's just these two fries. Just calm down. People are all worked up.
Yeah, they were getting. Some of them were getting like
Like
really
feisty. Like,
pissed.
yo, where's Arby's curly fries at?
How about Five Guys? Five Guys is not considered fast
Yes,
food.
it is.
If I have to get out of my fucking car,
It is not fast food.
when was the last time you were at
What's
Five
the
Guys?
definition?
Hold on. When was the last time you were at Five Guys?
No, I agree with you.
It's
You're gonna
not
go,
fast.
I know you're gonna go there.
It's
but
not
it's still
fast.
fast food.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
Google the definition of fast food.
You Google the fucking definition of fast food.
You have to. If you have to park your car, get
What's
out.
the definition of fast food?
If you have to park your car, get
Jesus
out,
Christ is picking
and
up your
then
voice.
wait 30 fucking minutes for them just to cook your burger, it's not fast food.
What's the definition of fast food?
You're like,
prepared quickly and easily, and is sold in restaurants and snack bars as a quick meal or to be taken out.
so nothing about
It's not fast.
Food to be taken out. Food to go with you.
Takeout means I'm going up to the takeout
So
window.
would
Yeah.
you consider Domino's takeout fast food?
Taking out pizza.
No, Kev. No, Kev.
Do you consider Domino's
No, Kev.
takeout?
What do you got there, Jackie? Ah, fuck.
Fast food chain. What did you say? Go ahead. Read that. Read that to everybody.
Fast food chain with made-to-order burgers, fries, and hot dogs, plus free peanuts while you wait.
This is literally.
That's bullshit because they don't give you free fucking peanuts.
This is literally.
Not the one at the mall. Have you ever been to a standalone store?
It's a store then. It's not fast food.
This is literally my night.
McDonald's is a goddamn store. How are you arguing that?
Because you have the option of going in or drive-through, which is fast food.
Just because it's instantaneous. Jesus Christ, I'm not even arguing this point. It's in the description. Google it. It's in the description.
This is my fucking nightmare. Kev is right 2 times in one of my
You
points.
can't base drive-through alone on fast food because would you consider Starbucks fast?
Jackie, I didn't know it was relatable
listen-
radio.
I took a nap. I'm awake now. I napped and I'm awake.
It's not ladies' night right now, Jackie.
You're gonna hear me roar.
All right.
Winner, chicken dinner.
Thanks, Jackie. Appreciate it.
You're just
No,
saying that
no,
because you got to live with her.
She's a fact checker, so she does that for us from time to time, and even when I'm wrong, she has to do that. Like I said, this is my fucking nightmare. Kev, what's your point?
I love it. Oh, I love it. I
want
love
to
it.
throw something at you. I will tell you something firsthand. There's no way ever that Burger King fries are worse than Chick-fil-A fries. That is absolutely preposterous. The people voting for it on Facebook, they're doing
If
it because
this-
it's trendy.
No, it's
I'm
not.
telling you it's not better.
No, it's
I'm
not.
telling you it's not better. They just think it's the popular thing to do and they want to be on that side. I'm telling you right now.
Oh,
They don't
okay.
really mean it.
All right.
They don't
All right.
really mean it.
All right. Let's just talk about restaurants general as a whole.
Okay.
As a whole. Going to a Burger King. Lunch hour. Going to a Burger King. How many people are in there?
I don't know because I never fucking go. 'Cause there's not a Burger King around here. I just happened to go to one last night on the way somewhere.
What time was it? Dinner time?
It was a little after.
How many people were in there?
The drive-through was popping. Inside, not so much.
You know why? Because it's fast. You get your food fast.
So Jesus Christ. So if you pull up to let's just say a Chick-fil-A
Okay.
at lunchtime or dinner time,
Yes.
is the parking lot absolutely mobbed and is the drive-through absolutely popping, as you said.
Wait a minute, because that's God's food. You can't. No, that's chicken sandwich that they're there for. They're not there for the fries.
I didn't. I
guarantee you.
said let's compare
I
restaurants
guarantee-
as a whole.
I guarantee you, if you took those waffle fries off of the menu, that line would still be the same.
Yep. Nobody would give a shit. Nobody would give a shit.
You got a point.
No, I don't know if
Yeah,
you do.
yeah.
I don't know if you do because that makes up half of the experience.
Listen,
No.
Half of those people
The
wouldn't be
chicken
there.
sandwich makes up the whole experience.
Yeah, right. Half the time they fucking put a pickle on that shit when you ask for it without.
Well, that's because it's made to have a pickle on it, Kev.
No.
it's disgusting. Let me tell you something. It's disgusting. From this day forward, I don't want to talk about French fries ever again with you, Kev.
Why?
Ever again.
Well, you know what? I kind of do because I want this poll to keep going because it's clear that Chick-fil-A is going to win. So at the end of the poll, which is over in how many days?
4.
4 days.
Yeah.
We're going to take the winner and we're going to put it up against somebody else.
Okay.
So who's the next fry that Chick-fil-A goes up against? Do we do Arby's or we do Five Guys? Because those seem to be the two that people are complaining
Can you
about.
only do 2? Are
Yeah.
you sure?
That's a lot of McDonald's. I think we need to work our way up the food chain.
Okay, so we'll do McDonald's next.
Let's do McDonald's or Five Guys. Let's figure that out. One of the two of
McDonald's.
those.
We're
We'll
gonna
do
do
McDonald's.
McDonald's, and then we're gonna compare McDonald's to others
All right,
because McDonald's is gonna win.
We're officially on a quest to find the greatest fast food French fry. Then,
Okay.
and
Yeah.
Burger King is officially not it.
New announcement, people. Might be news to you.
Who fucking cares? This is the stupidest thing ever. Fucking Kev. Danny, what's your point?
All right, so I saw a survey on Facebook. This is coming from Graphic Springs. It's a logo creation company. They got input from 400 people from the U.S. and United Kingdoms about ways to modernize Saint Nick. It then used the top suggestions to survey 4,000 people on how they envision a 2018 version of the big man. In total, approximately 27% of US and United Kingdom people felt that Santa should be rebranded as a female or gender neutral.
How many people were polled in this? Does it say?
Yeah, so they got input from 400 people from the US and United Kingdoms, and then they used the suggestions from those 400 people to survey 4,000 people on how they envision a 2018 version of Santa. And 27% think Santa should be rebranded as a female or gender neutral. As somebody whose kids believe in Santa Claus, how the fuck am I supposed to tell my kids, overnight Santa decided to get a sex change, so it's now a woman? Like, I don't understand this.
Yeah.
Like, why can't we just leave shit alone?
I'll tell you what, though.
If it's not broke, don't fucking fix it.
Agreed. However, 27% of 4,000 people as a whole in America and England or whatever in Europe, that's nothing.
No, it's
These people
not.
are idiots. These people are idiots. And half of them are probably doing it just to troll people at this point.
No way.
I-
You're not
like-
doing it to troll people.
No,
You
no,
really
no.
think
I just,
so?
no, I mean, not all of them, obviously. Some people definitely probably feel this way. And the image of Santa Claus was created by Coca-Cola people. Like, the image of Santa Claus was created for a Coca-Cola commercial in the newspaper.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
you're right. What in like the 30s or
Yeah,
the 40s?
the image of Santa Claus, as you know him, the jolly, rosy cheeks, white beard, white and red suit. Look at this Coke bottle I'm holding up. He looks just like this.
Yep.
1881.
Yeah, it was the creation of the
1881.
And then
Yep.
Wow, that's
Sam, well,
way off.
no. The Sam Rockwell or whatever was the not. That's not his name. I'm blanking on his name.
Of who drew
Norman
Santa?
Rockwell. It was like not then. It was for the Saturday morning paper or post or whatever. I don't know. But the classic, most notable version of Santa was drawn up for a Coca-Cola commercial, and so it's, I don't know who am I to say what he should or shouldn't be. That's just what he looks like and has looked like for a long, long time. I don't know. The whole thing's crazy, and I don't think that They're never going to change what Santa Claus.
No, they can't change it.
They're never going to change the way Santa
can't.
Claus looks. And also, like, people that do feel that way, I just don't get it. You should feel like Mrs. Claus is a huge deal, too. Not as big as Santa Claus, obviously. Like, Santa Claus does all the delivery, and that's, like, the big thing. He's on all the Coca-Cola commercials. But, like, come on, guys. Like, Mrs. Claus does a lot, too. She makes sure that this other imaginary character is prepared, and
She makes sure his belly is full of chocolate chip cookies.
she helps him.
It needs to be empty because he needs to go around and eat all the chocolate chip cookies Christmas night.
She helps him do all the other imaginary things that he does. So
You guys put out the milk and
cares?
cookies for Santa?
Absolutely.
I'm thinking about trying to convince my kids that Santa this year wants a cheesesteak and a whiskey.
Huh. That ain't going to fly.
Why not?
I always write the boys a note, too. I write the boys a note, and I put it with the milk and cookies.
Yeah.
Kev, what's your point?
Excuse me as I cough. Organizers of a Christmas event that took place in St. Ives, England, had to apologize.
For what?
So, at the same time that a Christmas event was going on in this mall, I'm assuming that it was a mall, but in this building, there's like 50 people there. There was another event going on a floor below it that involved smoke machines. So they were doing their thing with the smoke machines and everything. The smoke machines set off alarms. Santa Claus was then alarmed, then ripped off his beard,
Oh, my God.
ripped off his hat, and told everybody to get the fuck out in those words.
Seriously?
Yes. The parents were freaking fuming.
Why?
They were fuming. Yeah, dude, what if you were caught in this situation?
Okay.
How would you handle it?
So, the way, like I said earlier, I'm married to Mrs. Christmas.
Right.
So we always do Christmas events. We just did the train ride, and Santa was there. Tomorrow morning, we're going to breakfast with Santa. We saw Santa Claus at the Expo Square Mall. Obviously, they're all different Santas.
Right.
So we have picked the Santa from the Exton Mall. He's the real one.
Okay.
All the other one are his helpers.
Right.
So that's how we go about that, because
Or the ones they see on TV, or
I mean it's TV.
Yeah.
They knew, the majority of stuff on TV is made for TV. But that's the way we go about it. They're all Santa's helpers, but the one in the mall who has been there since the beginning of time, who is the coolest fucking Santa around, he's the real deal. And everybody else is their helper.
would you be appalled by this?
No, I wouldn't be appalled by it. I'd be freaking the fuck out because I'd see smoke and alarms and Santa Claus.
So then you would think Santa Claus is in the right to rip off his beard and his hat.
If he was reacting to a situation and he's surrounded by children, and families,
He needs to act accordingly.
Yeah, he doesn't need to rip his beard off
Yeah,
and
he
scream, "Get the
doesn't-
fuck out."
he doesn't need to do all that. But I don't know. I can't say I blame him for it, I guess.
I don't blame him, but
It's a crazy situation.
shit.
I blame him. There is a way to do that without ripping your beard off and screaming, "Get the fuck out."
Yeah.
It's true.
Like, hey kids, everybody's in a single file line.
Single file, yeah, yeah.
Stay in that line
Handle it
and let's
right.
walk to the door.
Yeah.
He
Not
obviously
rip your
didn't.
beard off.
He obviously has never gone through elementary school.
Santa is not good at crisis management, apparently.
He's definitely a helper. All right. So we're running out of time. So we're going to do What's the Point? Or not What's the Point? Late review. No intro. Kev, what's your review?
I chose to do the 1979 159 minute 10 out of 10 Sylvester Stallone classic,
Wow.
Rocky 2.
Wow.
How'd you like that for an introduction?
Wow. Very, very good.
My son has discovered Rocky over the past week. He realized my brother-in-law had the whole set. Me and him sat down and watched Rocky 2 together. Rocky 3, he watched then right after that. He finished Rocky 3 tonight.
Because he already watched Rocky 1 before he saw Rocky 2, correct?
Right.
Right.
Well, yeah. He watched it on TV. And then he was starting Rocky 4 when I was on my way out my door to come over here tonight.
Wow.
Dude, dedicated.
Wow, hooked.
Dude, he loves it.
Wow.
And I am so happy that he loves it. It's great.
Yeah,
it's
that's great. That's great.
Good movie, though. Good.
10 out of 10 for you.
10 out of 10.
Instant classic.
Instant classic. How can it not be?
No, it's true.
How can it not be? He beats Apollo Creed.
Yeah.
He's in the city of brotherly love.
Yeah.
Come on, man. We
Sure.
got a damn statue of this man. He's a fucking imaginary character, and we have a damn statue of this man.
Yeah. That's how important it is.
Yep.
Danny, what do you got?
Real quick, I reviewed two movies this week. First one is Den of Thieves. This came out 2018. It follows an elite unit of the LA County Sheriff's Department and the state's most successful bank robbers as they try the impossible heist of the Federal Reserve. This movie was full of star power. Gerard Butler, Pablo Schreiber, 50 Cent, Maurice Comte. Great movie, action-packed movie. I give it a solid 7. It was better than I thought it was going to be. Good acting. Gerard Butler he nailed his character.
Yeah.
His character was this bad. I can't say a bad cop, but he was a little
He's rugged.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
a drunk going through a divorce.
Yeah.
He really nailed his character.
It was a good movie.
Yeah,
He was good in it.
Yeah. So that was I give that a solid 7.
The ending of that was badass.
Yeah, I did not expect the ending.
Yeah, it
At
was crazy.
all.
Yeah.
My other movie was Mile 22. Mile 22 is an elite American intelligence officer abided by a top secret tactical command unit tries to smuggle a mysterious police officer with sensitive information out of Indonesia. The star actor in this, Mark Wahlberg. This movie was absolutely incredible. It kept me on the edge of my seat the entire time. There were a lot of plot twists. It kept me trying to figure out what the hell was going on, only to realize I was completely fucking wrong. Action-packed from the moment it started to the moment it stopped. Solid 9.5.
Wait,
Wow.
what was the name of it?
Mile 22.
Really?
I didn't hear about this movie. I stumbled upon it by accident, and I saw Mark Wahlberg was one of the stars in it, so I decided to watch it. So glad I did.
So you said a term in there, and it got me thinking. Well, we'll talk about it another time. Sorry.
No, what is
No,
it?
Dude, you sat on the edge of your seat. Did it really have you sitting on the edge of your seat the whole
my
time?
God.
Swear to God.
Yeah.
I was sitting in an office chair like this on the edge of my seat, leaning into my computer, watching this movie.
Wow.
Yeah,
On the edge.
I've only ever had one movie do that, and that's my late review next week. Go ahead.
We
Yeah.
don't have it next week for a couple weeks.
Oh, it's my coming back episode then.
Jeez.
watch this movie, and you tell me, like, action packed. Mark Wahlberg is a bad ass in this movie.
I'll check it out.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
great movie.
Mile 22. I'll write it down.
Mile
So I
22.
don't forget.
So I talked a couple weeks ago. I've actually talked a bunch of times on this show this season so far about Red Dead Redemption. I talked about it as my point a few weeks ago about the online.
And now is your review.
Well, I said I wanted to review it, but I wanted to get further in it and for them to fix some things. And I've got to say that Rockstar Games is doing a really fantastic job with the online service for Red Dead Redemption, Red Dead Online. It's the first week, it was loaded with bugs, loaded with glitches, loaded with things that kind of made it unplayable for some people. I got limited enjoyment out of it. 2 weeks into it, they updated some things that made it really, really good. Fixed all the bugs. Everything's fixed. And they've been straight up giving away currency in the game
Really?
to people. Yeah. So like, and they just opened up as we're recording this today. They just opened up their store. So like, you can now buy in-game currency, the gold or whatever.
Okay.
And but they're straight up giving. So far, they've given close to $30 worth of it away, or $15 of it worth away, for free to people that have been playing it.
That's pretty dope.
So I think that's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Because I was curious, like they gave some away, and I was like, I wonder how much that's going to equal out to. You know what I mean? Whatever. And they're giving out more too for Christmas and everything for people that have played before December 20th. So if you're thinking about getting it, they're giving away free shit.
Is it worth it just to go out and buy that just for the online?
I think so. If you're first of all, if you're a fan of like RPGs,
Yeah.
you can play the whole thing in first person, Kev. You can, even online, which is dope.
Okay.
I just know that you're into that.
Yeah.
More so than third person.
Yep.
That's why I brought that up. The graphics are incredible. The map is enormous.
What's the difference between first person and third person video games?
So first person is like Call of Duty, where you just see the hands and the gun in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Third person is you can see the person's whole body.
I gotcha.
Halo is first person.
person.
Grand Theft Auto is third person.
Yeah. Yep. So you can see like the whole
Okay,
character.
I gotcha.
You can do first person the whole time if you want, even
Nice.
when you're like riding your horse. It's wild. The map is enormous. You can do whatever you want online. If you want this to be a fishing simulator, it can be.
Get out of here.
Straight up, you can go fishing for hours in this game if you wanted to. If you want, for real, if that's all you want to do in Red Dead Online, you can.
It's that dope.
Yeah. If you
Go
want
play cards.
There's no cards yet online,
Okay.
and I'm curious if they're going to do that. You can make it a hunting simulator if you wanted to. You can go hunting all day if you wanted to. Or you can straight up do missions, do online versus. There's a free for all mode, or not a free for all, like battle royale kind of deal.
Okay.
There's
parachute.
Yeah, well, it's
How's
like
parachuting back then?
no, there's no parachuting, but it's just free for all. You're just
That's dope.
in a
That's
huge
dope.
western town. It's
Yeah.
this crazy thing. You're a cowboy, and you create your own. It's solid. I wouldn't give it a straight up 10 because it's still not complete. Like obviously there's going to be add-ons and things, but this is a 9.5. Like they have something really big here that's going to be a really big thing for a long time.
That's
Like Grand
dope.
Theft Auto 5 was huge for like
Right.
a long time, and I think this
Still
is going to be
big.
that big. Yeah.
Dude, you still can't go into a GameStop and get that game used for probably $30.
The only thing with this though is that there's limitations for this. Whereas Grand Theft Auto 5 now they have like flying cars and crazy different game modes
Right.
and stuff. They have already said that they're going to keep every add-on that they do to this for the time period. Like
Okay.
there's not going to be any like mini guns or like anything that's in the world now.
They'll eventually
game.
get bored of that.
No, I mean, maybe. I mean, I hope
Bring
they
out,
add
like, a
more
laser
shit, but,
gun.
like, yeah, I don't know. Apparently, they're going to add like heists. They're going to add carriages with like the fucking Gatling guns on the back of it.
Oh,
Different
okay.
things for your posse because that's a big
That's
deal in
dope.
this.
That's dope.
It's really cool, and the ways that you can like fuck with people in this game is crazy. Like, it's a really really wild game. If you're into that kind of shit at all, I strongly suggest you go check it out. So 9.5 out of me for this.
Nice.
Kev, what do you got for this week in history? Anything?
Yes, I do. I didn't have it up. You caught me off guard again for the last episode of Before the Break.
I was going to sit here in silence until you find it.
December 18th, 1865, slavery was abolished with the ratification of the 13th Amendment of the Constitution. December 19th, 1943, Charles Dickens published A Christmas Carol. December 20th, 1968, author John Steinbeck died at 66. December 21st, 1891, the first baseball game invented at Springfield College. What did I say? Basketball game. The
Yeah.
first basketball game
Yeah, okay.
invented at Springfield College in Massachusetts by James E. Naismith was played. And December 21st, 1937, Disney's Snow White was the first featured-length colored and sound cartoon played.
Wow.
Cool.
Very cool. Good job. Great mid-season finale performance by both of you guys tonight.
Yeah, buddy.
And it's been a great 17-week stretch with you guys. And thank you to all the listeners out there for checking us out and all the other shows on the Might Be News Network. It's been a wild ride. This is only just the beginning, for real. It's crazy. 17 weeks in. We still got a lot to go. And we'll be back in a couple weeks.
Yeah.
So you guys are too busy to listen to us anyway.
Yeah, you don't feel like listening anyway, so what's the big deal?
Exactly. Kev, say peace out.
See ya.
Peace out, Danny.
Peace out, guys.
All right, guys. Thanks again for listening. Tune in to all the rest of the shows this week. Again, new Novak and Franz this week. And everything else. Everything else is going to be on Relatable Radio tomorrow and Might Be Sports on Wednesday. I'm Taylor Cooper. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Holidays. Everybody be safe. We'll see you guys next year.